What's up? What's up? What's up? Happy Monday.
All right, let me get the IG stream going here too.
Happy Labor Day.
That's what I use a lot.
Hey.
Warner body. Let's see. All right, let's get the stream going here. All right, boom. Here we go. All right, let's see.
How's everyone feeling?
All right, here we go. And then, yeah, let me get the Money Monday. It feels like a holiday, though. No. Every Monday is Money Monday. Every Monday is Money Monday. Cool. All right, so we get the IG stream going here, too.
Did you hit the pickleball today?
Earlier, yeah. Super fun. All right, let's see what we got.
Warner said his stream yard is tripping.
Oh, no. Oh, okay. He has. Yeah, I sent him an invite, though. Okay, cool. And we can obviously get him another one too. Oh my gosh, the Dual Hustle. You're over on TikTok today? Dual Hustle. You're always on Instagram. Here we go. Money Labor Day, indeed. Yes, we got the free Q4 live training going down tomorrow as well. That's funny. Warner's channel is still going though, even though he's not on it here as well. Sweet, cool. All right, what's up, everyone on Instagram too here? Let's see. Yeah, Money Labor Day, indeed. Yeah, tons of Labor Day online arbitrage sales. Damn, someone just requested to go live here too. What's up, dog? Yeah, life is good. Life is bad boy Garrett. What did Garrett do wrong? What the hell did Garrett do wrong here?
Let's give him a breakdown of all like the go-to sales that are going on right now.
Gotcha. Ooh, okay. So yeah, pretty much every big website's gonna have a deal going on specifically. And all that, but it's going to just primarily, depend on what you like to sell, right? And that the best places to do manual sourcing, really the only place to do manual sourcing, are going to be sites that have already worked for you. And other than that, it's going to make a lot more sense to do storefront stalking to find those favorite sites of yours. Sending my biggest shipment out tomorrow. Let's go. Are you using Boxem for it? A little 2D barcode vibes as well. Yeah, cash back's like 15% some places. Yeah.
Yeah, you guys, a good method to kind of scour some sales is to go to Rakuten or the hot deals section, and it'll give you a breakdown. I'm looking right now. It'll give you a breakdown of all some of like the big sales, right? So Dick's Sporting Goods get up to 50% off this week's sales. Asics, Walmart, New Balance, Target, DSW, Foot Locker, and 20% off any order, guys. And that's all just straight from the Rakuten hot deals section.
And big cash back too. Yeah.
Finish line, get $10 off a $100 order. Puma up to 50% off. So there's sales everywhere, guys. And so
sourcing
of Nike footwear. So potentially some of the Nike football cleats, soccer cleats in season for those guys. Those could be doing well. Kohl's 15% off any order of $100 or more, not including Kohl's Cash, obviously. Lululemon 12% cash back.
It's a good military discount there too as well. DSW, don't look, no discount there. Yeah, dude, DSW is a good site too. Very, very low key site honestly too. I think the reason why it's really good is because a lot of people might not think it's legit. Specifically here, let's see.
DSW up to 25% off Adidas Map Break event Labor Day and back to school.
All right, we'll take it. Cool, sweet. All right, and then you guys on Instagram. So we got the free Q4 live training going down. So make sure you get registered for that. Really, really good stuff on those guys. A lot of stuff we don't really share anywhere else for free. So make sure you get registered for that. It's in the link in bio on socials, and then it's linked in the description on YouTube as well. So you guys on Instagram, you guys on TikTok, make sure you guys check that out. And they emailed me, asked for invoice to prove. Do I just ignore them? Pedro, stuff like that's tough. First order of business should be to check your Amazon seller account health page and see if anything shows in there. Yeah.
Wait, is Boxem almost same as 2D workflow and it's better than all the competitors, and it kind of combines everything, right? So it's going to take a lot of this analytics from Seller Board. It's going to take the best efficiencies of all the other different shipping softwares, and kind of it's like all the other softwares had a baby, and it's cheaper.
Yeah, and there's going to be a whole bunch more analytics features soon coming to merch fill listings almost ready. Right now, it's primarily going to be for FBA shipments if you just want to make that process a little bit easier too, as well. But try it out for free. Yeah, try it out for free. Going to be in the masterclass tomorrow night. Yeah, you will not be disappointed, my friend. You'll not be disappointed. Garrett, when you say wholesale, do you mean distributors or brand directs? You want to break down the difference between those two for people who might not be familiar?
Yeah, so I mean, distributors. There's also, and the good way to think about it is distributors have a lot of different brands, right? And they don't necessarily have equity or emotional equity in any of those brands. They just are a partner with a whole bunch of brands, and they sell those on their behalf. Brand direct is as the name suggests, you're going straight from the brand. But the cool thing is, right, the distribution method is kind of overdone because a lot of people are just going to Google doing grocery wholesale near me, grocery Philadelphia wholesale, beauty Philadelphia or wholesale, that sort of thing, right? And so everyone's really kind of scraping the same sorts of distribution companies. And the other problem with distribution companies, and this is kind of it parallels manual sourcing as from a beginner's perspective, right? If you think about manual sourcing as a beginner, you're on Nike.com. You don't necessarily know sales rank. You don't know buy box. You don't know competition. None of that information is super privy to you. So you have to go that next step and connect it to the Amazon listing every single time. Obviously, as you get more experience and confidence, that sort of thing, manual sourcing is a competitive advantage. However, as a beginner, it's cumbersome because you always have to continue to map back to Amazon. The distribution approach is the same sort of thing, right? You put in the equity, you put in the time, the effort, the hours to open up a bunch of distribution accounts. And unfortunately, there's little qualification that you can do. So you're left with a catalog that has three sorts of products. Products that are on Amazon, that products are not on Amazon, and products that are on Amazon that don't do well. And so when you open 100 different distribution accounts, it's super hard to understand what sorts of products are going to be in that particular account, right? You can't qualify a distribution account before you get the actual catalog, and it takes hours to get that catalog. The other side of the equation, the more efficient approach is
game right here. Yeah.
Similar to how we reverse source, right? If you qualify products and brands based on all the criteria that you know and love, right? Sales rank, no Amazon, buy box stable, all these sorts of things, you can obviously map a particular product back to a brand and then call the brand, right? The cool thing is, A, if you get the brand, awesome. But B, if you don't get the brand, the follow-up question is, yeah, understand the timing is probably not good for you or me, right? Understand. But our team has really put a lot of hours into researching your products. They really correspond with the other products in our catalog. Can you refer us onto a distribution company that you guys approve of that can sell the products to us, right? We want to sell your products. I understand we can't buy directly from you. Is there a secondary approach to make this happen? All right. So the kind of the backdoor approach to getting a lot of distribution accounts is to A, sort of like reverse sourcing. You qualify based on all the factors that you like, reach out to the brand. If you get the brand, that's a win-win. If you don't get the brand, you'll hopefully get a list of distribution companies that they recommend that now you can backdoor approach into the same sorts of products. And so that's really going to be like the win-win-win situation, right? Saving time because you're qualifying early. Every approach is going to be a very warm, strategic approach, and the accounts you win are going to convert better.
What up, y'all?
Cool. Yeah, good to see you, Warren.
I've been going to war with the the tech here. It's fun. It's a 7-minute solution today.
Did you deconnect?
I had to full reboot the computer, and then naturally it wanted an update. Like nothing was.
Okay, yeah. So that happened to me when we had the VQL integration live.
Interesting.
I found a supplier for wholesale, and they have no MOQ. Is that a red flag? I mean, not necessarily, man, but definitely look into. I mean, if they want a wire right away, I would say that's a red flag. Figure out how long the customer has been in a business.
Yeah, a lot of times no MOQ suppliers just assume you know what you're doing. Like you'll see MOQs on a lot of like beginner friendly liquidator type suppliers. You don't tend to hear about it on like big, brand directs and legit distributors.
How small of an order should I do to avoid cancellations when ordering for the first time? Do not worry about cancellations whatsoever. So much money is lost worrying about cancels that never come.
In order, yeah.
Right. And that, you can't really be worried about that at all. Those are part of the game. They do happen on some sites they don't happen on, but a lot of beginners waste a lot of time worrying about cancels that were never going to come. Going to war with CSM brand review. Send me if you ever have CSM brand review, DM me on Twitter and I'll send you the template. I've been handing out the template to a lot of people for
that goes for a lot of things though. A lot of people are going to war over problems that don't actually exist instead of just sourcing more stuff.
Yeah. The CSM though, that is important, obviously.
Yeah, I mean, obviously that. No, we're talking about like the ungating and worrying about cancels and if you guys still have your CSM.
Couple that we beat together, Miles, back in the day, we were tripping.
Ooh. What happened?
The brand reviews,
the first time you get those, it looks like you're screwed, but like you just need that's why having Amazon seller friends is so important. It's like, here's how you do it. Let's get through it together. Yeah,
they can walk you off the ledge. It's a red flag. A company doesn't have their warehouse address on the website. I mean, yes and no. Like it's 2024. 3PLs are a real thing. They're a legitimate thing, right? So I know a couple different call it wholesale brokers that are buying from legitimate companies that just aren't fulfilling the products themselves. Obviously, me being one of them. So it's not necessarily a red flag. You got to keep digging, right? You got to keep digging, ask around, see if anyone else has bought from them. But not always a red flag if they don't have a warehouse listed, if they're not doing their own fulfillment. But I mean, the space is transitioning and transforming so much where it's like some of the original principles that kind of dictate a company's legit or not aren't necessarily as true to form as they are now, but it's changing.
My boy needs help for Amazon FBA. Can you give us some tips for finding a product? Yes. So we'll give you a ridiculous amount of them tomorrow at the free live training we're hosting. So definitely make sure to get registered for that. ARK143 says, how can I schedule a call through Miles? Check the link in the description for that. But
would you go about getting on a brand that isn't selling known websites that are known to get ungated like Target?
Ooh, Target is very known to work.
Buy directly from the brand. I think they're saying it's not on Target.
Oh,
if it's not on Target, then you can probably buy it from the brand's website. Like they probably only sell on their own.
You're good to go.
Yeah, honestly, anywhere you're finding is probably gonna work.
How much do I have to invest to make $3K a month profit? I mean, you're gonna have to have at least like you're gonna have to selling probably like somewhere between like 75 and 100K, right? Every single month.
Wait, to make 3K. Wait.
Make 10K.
Oh, my bad. Oh, I thought you said 3. You said 3K. Okay, I was gonna say.
You're spending 40 because you're not going to sell everything. You'll sell 75% of it to plan. The rest will sell a little bit slower. So you're spending 40, and then the generally Danish, like it's like every dollar you spend, you'll make like 30 cents.
Yeah. But I mean, as a general rule of thumb, somewhere between like 70 and 100K in inventory you should expect to have. If it's fast moving stuff, probably a little slower, but that's like a rough personal. How do you vet a supplier for wholesale then? Thanks. I mean, so you're going to want to obviously see a professional email address, right? They ideally should have a website.
You can check like Dun & Bradstreet database.
Yeah.
Anywhere that wholesalers register themselves. Like you're talking about a little bit of like looking at the address. Usually you'll see a nice big warehouse. If you see a trailer park, maybe don't buy from them, that kind of thing.
Just honestly just like talk to them, right? Just get on the phone, just talk to them, right? Ask about like where they're getting their products from. Are they importing? Are they buying closeout? Are they buying from brands? Can they provide invoices or supply chain verification if needed, right? A lot of those things, once you start to like peel back the layers of the onion, it's going to be very, very clear and apparent if they are legitimate or not, right? There's a lot of legitimate wholesale accounts that may not appear so, but the only validation you need is to make sure the supply chain is authentic, right? That's really the only validation you need, because worst comes to worst, if Amazon doesn't recognize that distributor as an authentic or authorized distributor, then all you need is their supply chain. All you need is their invoice, right? Because if A equals B and B equals C, then A equals also C. You know what I'm saying?
That's a foundational part of
Garrett's getting algebra 1 in here.
What my dad would always say in English class.
But like if some random company X is selling you, call it Duracell, right? Amazon's never seen that. But if you can get an invoice from random company X buying from Duracell, well, Duracell is connected to random company X, and random company X is connected to you. So that's a very clear line from Duracell to you. But that's really ultimately what you're trying to validate, is how convoluted is that supply chain, and if you can authenticate it if need be.
Thanks, broski. Yeah, of course. Check that out. Best way to start searching for products. Would you just search name brand products and see the date? Nah, Jacob. So watch some of our live sourcing videos and then use the storefront stalking feature on SellerAmp to go from there. So what a lot of beginners want to do is they want some special website to look on for profitable products, when truth be told, we're all buying from a lot of like this, just kind of the same big websites. Like you guys already know these retailers, right? So instead you should start out with good Amazon products, right? Using the storefront stalking method, look at what other people are selling, find validated listings, and then go from there to find winners, and Google those items using the Google button in SellerAmp, figure out what websites carry them, right? And then go ahead and figure out how you can make those items profitable using discount codes, coupon codes, etc.
Yeah, today's a really good day to be doing that too.
Yep,
Labor Day sales are popping.
Yeah.
Michael, I mean, so I don't necessarily know the answer, but you can figure it out for yourself. Load up Keeper Product Finder, whatever category you're interested in, right? So if you're looking at clothes, go a maximum of 25K sales rank, maximum of 5 or 10 sellers, and that's going to be your answer. Enter in your brand that you're interested in, whether it be Nike, Adidas, Puma, Under Armour, whatever, and you're going to have the listings that essentially meet exactly what that criteria is. That's the really cool thing about Keep a Product Finder is whatever parameters you're looking for, whether it's no sales rank, whether it's no buy box, whether it's increasing sales rank or increasing buy box, those sorts of things, you can create and customize a search and see results of that search within seconds, right? That's kind of the benefit of getting really fluent with the mechanisms inside that tool.
Caught a live stream. What up, Riot?
Yes, sir. Yeah, RGB or yeah, RJV.
Yep.
Oh, nice. Okay, cool. All right, sweet. So we're being the CSMs. Fire. Yeah, of course. Should we ungate some products first, or as we find products? Only as you find products. You can do some from the get-go if you just kind of want to validate that it actually works, which you'll find pretty quickly that it does, and everything. But in general, the way big sellers operate is just like as you're finding SKUs, then you just ungate them. Yeah.
Hey guys, for protection against IP complaints, is it better? So you're convoluting a bunch of stuff here. So IP complaints are issues with brands wanting to protect their own brand, right? So the best way to go around them is to understand when SellerAmp is kind of suspecting an IP, and B, to get more experience, the better way to approach it is just to understand what the keeper graphs are telling you about the potential of an IP complaint, right? So go back in the past 12, 16 months of a product history. You're looking for any like steep drop-offs in offer count within a really short period of time, right? Like 50-70% of drop-off within a couple of weeks. That's really what you're trying to look for and avoid. SellerAmp is great for kind of suspecting IP complaints, but the better option is just to really know keeper charts, know the offer count, and know when kind of different scenarios are proposing different things.
What is remote fulfillment? Yeah, so it's basically signing, if you mean like NARF, like North America remote fulfillment, basically it's going to be when you're enrolled to sell in Mexico and Canada. I don't personally recommend doing that. You totally can if you want to. It typically gets a little annoying just returns wise and everything.
I opened an account with a wholesaler. They take bank transfers and PayPal. How do I pay them? It sounds like kind of answering your question.
bank transfers and PayPal, it sounds like.
I mean, bank transfers are, especially if you're a newer seller, bank transfers are tough because they tie up your money for quite a bit. I would, if PayPal ideally, but even more so, I would look into like plastic or Melio, right? Because that allows you, that's like an intermediary. It allows you to pay bank wires with a credit card, which gives you that 30-45 day turnaround time to kind of, get some of that money back. I would go with Melio or plastic though.
You can also offer to pay the credit card fees because they probably just don't want to offer it because they get charged 3%. So if you're worried about it for their first order, pay the 3%. Done that before?
Yes. So there are SellerAmp and Boxum affiliate programs. I'll link both. You can also find them on Google. Go ahead and link them right there. So Boxum 30% for life, SellerAmp 25% for life. So y'all should check that out if you're interested in making some money together with this stuff.
But also the other thing is, right, so like my 30% is actually higher than other people's 30%. So if you're looking to join Boxum, hit me up for a code because my
I couldn't figure out where you were going. I was like, what is Garrett cooking here?
Well, yeah, that's also not true.
Yeah. How do you verify change of supply before you buy from? Yeah, just ask them, Pedro. If they're like dance around the question and that kind of stuff, they're not going to tell you the exact distributor, that kind of thing, but they should at least be able to say, hey, we buy from this, who buys from their brand, or we buy from the brand directly.
Yeah, and it'll be pretty clear. Like if it's like a 19-year-old on Instagram, it's significantly different than someone you can look up on LinkedIn, a company you can look up on LinkedIn. You know what I mean? My affiliate is better than their affiliate. It is not Andy. Or I don't even know if you have one, Andy, but yeah, it is not. First thing you did when you had a good amount of money. It's still trying to get a good amount of money, man. I bought a Lamborghini on finance for 8% down out of 25%.
25% interest rate.
Yeah. Really a blessing.
Yep. Does that mean you order more than 10 your first order of the site? Yeah, why not? As long as you can trust the website. If they got like PayPal, they got some cashback services that are linked, like, and you can go deep, then yeah, buy as many as you think will sell.
As a wholesaler, do you compete with Amazon? I mean, so it's all dependent on how much Amazon is giving up, right? First step is to look into the buy box rotation, quantifiably how much is Amazon sharing. Is it 5%, 10%, 50%, whatever it is? And B, and also probably more importantly that is what is the offer count looking like? If there's going to be tons of listings where Amazon is quote unquote owning 100% of the buy box, but you can see that offer count oscillating, right? And those are kind of contradicting statements, and the offer count is always going to kind of be the single source of truth, right? So buy box rotation, and if that's not helping, go to the offer count, and those are going to be really a telltale sign in conjunction to understand how much, if anything, is Amazon sharing of their portion.
Hey guys, what are good replenishables? I've been doing a lot of RA and just getting lucky on my products. Nah, you're not getting lucky, man. You're building skills. You're getting better over time, right? The cool thing is a lot of those products, unless you're buying from like closeout places, which you probably aren't, are going to be stuff you can replenish over time, right? If you go to your listings at home when you're on the computer and hit data and then offers and then scroll over to see the first scene, there probably are sellers who have been on that for 12 plus months, aka that pretty much guarantees for the most part that that's going to be a replenishable SKU. Now, kind of getting more tactical and advanced, right? Stuff that's going to be replenishable is typically going to be from retailers that have coupons that stick around. The Dick's Sporting Goods 10% is a great example of that.
Yeah, I mean the sale price is the replenishable part. If you're looking at something that's just constantly sitting there at retail price, it's not going to stay profitable for forever. But if you said no, every 2 months you got it on a spreadsheet with a certain sale that you know is really good, to go that 25% plus a nice little discounted gift card every time it rolls around, I can make profit. And those are what you want. You want it to be hard to take a little bit there.
What is the deadline to send procs in for December? There's no like formal deadline. Sorry. What up?
So just say, here we go.
All right, let's get him out of here. All right. Okay. So basically, it's really like there's no formal date. I'd say right around November 15th. Depending on what fulfillment centers you're shipping to, it just gets kind of irresponsible to wait 2 weeks to sell something when you could just sell it tomorrow FBM. You know what I mean?
And the cool thing is you could always identify like quote unquote FBM products, right? If you go and keep a product finder right now, toggle on the FBM. I recorded a YouTube video on this a couple weeks ago. Toggle on the FBM filter, insert brand X, right? Whatever brand you want, sales rank maximum. And immediately you'll have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of products that are currently have a third-party FBM buy box. You can even add like a 16-ounce maximum filter to make sure that you can ship SBS or USPS, first class, and it's game on from there, right? That's going to be a super, super easy way, whatever time of the year that you want to use it, to identify potential FBMable products. And ultimately that comes down to just like looking at the rotation, looking at the buy box, looking at the competitive offers and seeing other FBM offers that are winning, right? Because if there's 5 other FBM offers that are winning, you can be that 6th.
Can you factor in cash back from cashback apps into your percentage off on SellerAmp? I wouldn't recommend it. You definitely can, but I definitely wouldn't recommend it.
Bonus money. When's the car reveals, Miles? When's the unicycle reveal? The car reveal.
I used 6-year-old minivan in Pennsylvania that my parents own, and 11-year-old 12-year-old unicycle. Got it for my 13th birthday. That is
you sold your Tesla, right?
The big expensive lifestyle that I flex on you guys. Yeah.
Is
you
that
sold yours, right, Garrett?
Unicycle or the small unicycle?
The monster truck one. The smaller one is about maybe 14 years old. Yeah. If you the monster truck's better. Yeah.
If your metric for success is driving big, giant, expensive cars, then, we're not your guys. We're not your guys.
Watch someone else.
Would rather have a fat bank account than a giant car loan.
A lot of gurus say they warm up sales before they buy. Do you guys warm up the site at all? No. But we're also in a different point where if I'm buying from a new site, I have a lot of data points from friends about how that site operates. Personally, though, you can feel free to adopt that. It's not going to hurt. You're just going to leave money on the table because there's typically way more important things to worry about compared to that. You can totally do that if you want. You're definitely not going to lose doing that. You're just not going to win the way you can because a lot of people who worry about cancels, they just leave a lot of money on the table, basically, because on a lot of websites that no cancels end up happening.
And Miles kind of glossed over a super important point, guys, right? The real essence of it is understanding how that site works. Right, that's a lot of times the competitive advantage is the efficiency to acquire hundreds and hundreds of units where other people are maybe getting canceled out. Right, so it's understanding that Lululemon has like a soft order limit of 5, or Dick's Sporting Goods you can't really order more than 50. Right, whatever that site is, whatever your go-to site is, you have to really peel apart everything about that site. Understand what they cancel, what they're keying on. Right, is it PayPal? Is it Google Pay? Is it the quantity? Is the order cadence? Right, for Kohl's, if you're ordering before the Kohl's cash confirmation comes in, well, you have a good chance of it getting canceled. All right, so it's really understanding the fine-tunedness and underneath the hood of how different sites operate, because ultimately that's going to be really the competitive advantage that you need to win on the site.
Is that my boy Sean? Let's go. It is. Okay, cool. Great.
I just got boxed, some shipments in, most cleared, some SKUs didn't check in. They're probably just in like FC transfer.
Yeah,
go check your inventory and it'll probably say 0 and then click the little drop down. It'll probably say either inbound or FC transfer.
Dude, it's crazy how quick things check in with those 2D more.
Yeah, it's actually insane. Like my check-in times are like 7 to 10 days on average now from it like
I
shipping
know,
to
yeah,
close. It's nuts.
crazy.
It's nuts. Yeah.
There's a listing that has 95% FBM sellers. Would be a good idea to FBA. Hell yeah, absolutely. Just make sure it isn't like dangerous goods where you probably won't be able to.
Oh yeah, something like that.
Because the cool thing is in your case, right? Amazon wants to give the buy box to FBA sellers because they get more fees on that. Or to FBA sellers because they get more fees. It's just on a listing like that where it's a lot of FBM sellers, they haven't had the opportunity to. So typically, if that is the case and it's mostly FBM people, you can price 5 to 10% higher with FBA.
Yeah. FBM is speed of money. FBA is max prices, basically.
Yeah. And just overall scalability. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, fire! All right, so we got to check out Fiery Kitty 2032 here on Twitch. Okay. So reserve. So yeah, I'm gonna. So there's a good Amazon FBA reserve meaning. I'm gonna look it up and just read it to you guys because it's very very important here, right? Basically means that your stock's like not available. So I wish the Google AI showed up. It didn't for that, but basically it means that like it's not available.
It's either being remeasured, they're like transferring it around, like they can get there for some weird reasons. It should be available for sale in a couple days usually.
It's nothing you did wrong, most likely.
Yeah, no.
Do you think I'll be able to increase my capital by 30% every 2 months with wholesale? Likely not. Turnaround times are going to be a huge hindrance of that. Sometimes your products aren't going to arrive for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks. Sometimes it's going to take a couple weeks. And then obviously FC transfer is another week or two. So 2 months is aggressive for sure. I would say every quarter is probably a safe bet. But again, obviously the products are a huge dictator of that. Some products are going to sell out within a week. Some are going to take a couple months, right? So quality of the product is going to be a huge indicator of that. And then just how quickly that wholesaler operates.
Yep. Does Boxum shipments really check in faster? Yeah, Gold. So we add 2D barcodes to the labels automatically for you, which is something that Amazon even tells sellers to use, but they give you no way to create it on their own, which makes no sense.
It makes no sense.
But if you have that little here, I'll even show you. Like it looks like this on the bottom of your FBA label. If you have that on the box, when it shows up, they just scan that and they immediately know it's in the box instead of having to open it up and split it apart and that kind of stuff. So for me, it's about 5 days faster we start making sales on our FBA shipments, which is massive for cash flow.
So what we think that is, guys, is we think that they move it to a different part of the warehouse. We have no kind of evidence of that. Amazon doesn't necessarily say. That's just kind of like what we think happens, basically. But you can literally look it up. Amazon does recommend 2D barcodes. Weirdly enough, they just don't give you the opportunity to do it through Seller Central, which I know sounds very confusing and doesn't really make sense. You're 100% right that it doesn't make sense. But you can try it for free on Boxum. What is the max price? We couldn't meet that number to make the profit. It's because, Willie, that item you're looking at is really, really cheap. So you're not going to be able to get $3 profit a unit, even some super cheap stuff. Like I found a profitable item that was $2.40 today. We were making $2. So technically it didn't hit the max cost, but the ROI was still 90%, basically.
How is 2D impacting the 5 identical boxes optimized setting logic?
Doesn't really have any kind of effect.
It doesn't have any. Yeah, it doesn't change anything there. What's interesting right now is if you're doing an API shipment through optimized, a lot of them aren't being charged. They'll fix that. It's like a weird glitch in the matrix right now. After a while, I think it's going to be cheaper to do partial placement.
Is there still a free trial? Yes. Yeah, 2 weeks, man. Check that out on the website. Yeah, boxum.com. We got some very good blog posts coming to you guys too. I just made a really good Q4 one for you guys today that I'm excited to share with y'all here. There may have been different sites I could use. Oh, dude, 100%. Yeah, RGV or RJV. Check out Lululemon. And you'll honestly, most websites have a good military nursing, etc. But on a day like today, those actually typically aren't going to be the best ones because there's other sales running that are going to be better that are for a limited time.
Yeah, we joke about going to boot camp for the military discount. So so use that stuff. It's a big advantage.
Isn't Amazon optimized free?
Yes.
Isn't that what the default?
They're trying to add the same placement if you have 5 unidentical boxes, which right now there's a loophole. If you use an API shipment, they're going to fix that. The API shipment being like something like Boxum for you guys. You don't have to worry about it yet, but after a while it'll be partial placement. Placement will probably be the cheapest from running the numbers.
Yeah. Garrett's 2-week trial will give Garrett a commission. So if you rock with Garrett, you should do it through there. Yeah. Can't find OA products. Okay, so first of all, If you say you can't, you can't, right? A lot of other people do it. Therefore, you can. You just probably aren't doing the right things yet, right? It's time to put in some more reps and think more and more about the different discount method and moat methods that exist to make that possible.
Yeah. No, today's a good time to spend a little bit of that. Spend the extra hour learning. Any days with a lot of sales, it just makes your hourly higher.
Yeah, cool.
All right, guys. See, the questions that really need answers is Garrett's 2-week trial better? Of course.
I mean, it's just yeah, that's what I'm saying.
What do you offer any concierge services or?
Well,
Would selling on eBay make me extra money? Yes. Well, if you do it right, yeah. I mean, there's, obviously you could theoretically lose money doing it, but like if you commit to it for out, it would be probably pretty unreasonable that you won't get good at it. All right, sweet. So tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern, free Q4 live training. Check that out. Very, very important, y'all. Definitely check that out. It's linked in the description. Link in the bio on Twitter and TikTok as well. So it's go.thefbaroadmap.com/register. Tons of stuff we don't share anywhere else for free. And we would love to see you there. And it's going to be a lot of fun here. 16 years and counting. Got you. Sounds good. RGV or RJV. RJG. My bad. I get that right. Apologies. I know awesome RVZ Amazon. Sorry. That's his.
See, the family's showing love.
Yeah. Cool. All right. How do you sign up under Garrett? Go to Garrett's Twitter and look through the or Garrett. Send the link in the private chat. Send the link in the private chat real quick. All right. See you guys soon. I'll drop it in the chat here too, as well. Let's see.
I got you right here.
Let's see. Please answer my question. MMW. What was it? Family. What was it?
Try to put multiple SKUs in one box. Amazon split your shipment. Yeah, that's normal. If you use optimize, you're going to get more splits. If you use placement, you'll get less, and you pay a fee for it, basically.
Cool. All right. Talk to you guys soon. Be great. Have a great night, family. See you tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern, free live training. It's going to be a lot of game, tons of stuff we don't share anywhere else for free. See y'all soon.
Awesome.